Hey everybody, it's Alex at Motoroso.com, and we just got finished installing the AWE SwitchPath Exhaust on this Gen 3 Raptor, and this is going to be a step-by-step detailed how-to installation guide to make your install easier. Now, we are not going to be doing sound recordings in this video. If that's what you're here for, you found the wrong video. We made a separate one about that product spotlight with sound, and that's going to be linked right here. And we go through all the details of the exhaust, as well as detailed before and after sound recordings in every single mode, as well as my reaction to it, and it does sound good. You're probably not too surprised about that. Now, I don't really have any notes about this installation. It's basic tools. You can definitely get this done in your driveway. It's very straightforward. It bolts right up, no cutting, no fabrication, really nothing special about it. Just want to follow each of those steps, step by step, and that's why we make this video for you. Now, if you want to buy this exhaust system, please click the link in the description or the link that's right here. That's going to take you over to Motoroso.com, where we sell these products. And that's what pays for making these videos for you. So if you find this video helpful, please do consider becoming one of our customers, because that's what pays the bills around here. And we love helping our customers with their project builds, and we'd love to have you as a customer. So anyways, before I talk any more about all that, let's go ahead and dive right onto this install. Before starting any exhaust install, we like to go through and spray all the existing hangers and hardware that will be removed with penetrating oil to make the process easier. Start by removing the 10mm nuts on the rearmost hangers on both driver and passenger side and slide out the backing plate. Next, remove the 10mm bolts holding these silver hanger brackets on both the driver and passenger side. Set each side's hardware together. You'll be reusing this with the AWE exhaust. Next, we'll want to separate the rear tip section, but in order to access the nuts of the exhaust clamp that Ford brilliantly put on the top of these clamps, we'll need to remove this hanger. However, to avoid damaging the valve wiring harness, you'll need to fully release the clips and wiring harness going to each valve. To do this, you'll first slide back the white part of the clip to unlock the connector, and then press down on it and tug to release the connector. You'll also need to use a screwdriver to pry the cable stay off the threaded post. With both of the harnesses free, you can then finish removing the hanger, and that will let this section hang down further. With your newfound access, you can use a 15mm socket to loosen the exhaust clamps. Prior to separating these, we recommend banging these with the mallet of persuasion to help break them up. From the rear of the truck, you'll need to violently shake the pipes to separate and remove them. Your next exhaust clamps to release will be up past the muffler section. Get these loosened up first. And then remove the two 10mm bolts holding the muffler section hanger. Once those are out, this heavy muffler section will separate and come right off. Make sure to remove the hanger off the stock muffler to reuse with the AWE. Now getting ready to install the AWE, prepare all your exhaust clamps by applying anti-seize to the threads. Then replace the muffler hanger with the OEM bolts. The first thing we'll install is the X-pipe section. On the clamp side of the X-pipe, slide over one of the exhaust clamps, then line up the pipes and press it into place. But don't fully tighten any of the exhaust clamps during this install. We will fully torque everything at the end. Also making sure the hanger bar slides into the rubber exhaust hanger. This one is snug and a little tricky, and you'll need to use some serious force to make sure that it seats all the way down. Now grab your muffler section and two exhaust clamps. Slide the clamps over the clamp side inlets, and then with the weld side facing up, slide the muffler onto the two outlets of the X-pipe. Make sure to slide it all the way in, making sure there are no gaps on the inlets. Then you can snug the clamps here, and you can crank pretty hard on these ones because these won't affect the final position of the tips. Now we're going to assemble our valve simulator. Start by applying a small bit of Loctite to the supply bolts. Then place the small metal stud in the slot on the simulator post like we do here, and place the CNC mounting bracket over the simulator, making sure the simulator post sits in the opening and is not pinched. You can then flip this assembly over and install 3 of the supplied bolts to keep it all together. Now again, making sure to align correctly, mount the assembly to the pipe using the last 2 bolts. You can also now attach the harness extension to the valve simulator to make life easier on the install. Before installing the simulator pipe, you'll need to replace the hanger we removed earlier. With an exhaust clamp on the pipe, pass the pipe with the valve simulator through the same way the OEM system was routed on the driver's side, making sure to pass the hanger bar into the hanger and seat onto the muffler outlet, making sure there's no gaps, and then snug the clamp. You can now connect the harness on the driver's side pipe to the valve simulator and zip tie the excess wire up and away from the pipes to make sure that the heat won't damage them. You can now place the passenger side pipe and clamp, again seating it fully and snugging the clamp. You can now connect the harness on the active valve side and zip tie the wiring up and away to keep it away from the pipe. Now you can prepare the passenger side resonator pipe labeled G43 using an exhaust clamp, the middle hanger that mounts to the frame rail, and the rear hanger that supports the end of the pipe. Pass the passenger side resonator pipe up and through and get it seated. Then you'll want to get the frame rail hanger slotted into the holes and replace the OEM bolts. Do the same with the hanger at the tail end of the pipe, replacing the stud plate and the 10mm bolts. Don't fully tighten any of this hardware yet. Now you can prepare the driver's side resonator pipe labeled G42 with an exhaust clamp, the middle hanger that mounts to the frame rail, and the rear hanger that supports the end of the pipe. Pass the driver's side resonator pipe through and get it seated. And then you'll want to get the frame rail hanger slotted into its holes and replace those OEM bolts. Do the same with the hanger at the tail end of the pipe, replacing the stud plate and the 10mm nuts. Again, don't tighten this hardware yet. You can now install your tips using two of the exhaust clamps and the tips. We chose to rotate the AWE emblazoned logo slightly out so that it's visible. You can choose how much you want your tips tucked in or protruding out. We aligned ours with the edge of the bumper here and made sure they were centered. Getting your tips aligned will require a bit of pulling and tugging on the pipes, but once you're happy with their placement, you can tighten the tip clamps. And then you want to go through and tighten everything that we've touched. So all of the exhaust clamps, tighten those to at least 60 foot-pounds of torque, and all the hanger bolts and hardware that you've touched throughout the install itself. Then just recheck to make sure that the tips are still where you want them. And if they're situated properly, the last thing you can install here at the tail end hangers is the hanger collars, and these are designed to prevent the tips from moving out of position where you've set them. And that'll wrap up your AWE SwitchPath install on the Gen 3 Raptor. Enjoy your new exhaust. Told you that was an easy install. Hope you found that helpful. And if you'd like to hear sound recordings, I've got a link to that video right here. We go through the product details as well as detailed before and after sound recordings so you know exactly what this thing is going to sound like. And big surprise, it sounds fantastic on this new Gen 3 Raptor. And if you'd like to buy this exhaust, I've got links to the exhaust system in the description of this video, and I'll put a link to the black tips version right here. That'll take you over to Motoroso.com where you can shop with us. And if you like these videos and you find them useful, please do shop with us. That's what supports what we do here. We want to keep doing it for you, and we love helping our customers build out their vehicles. Now, if you're curious about getting a little bit more power, real power gains out of your Gen 3 Raptor, highly recommend checking out this video right here for the VR-tuned piggyback tuner. That thing's going to help you get 60 additional horsepower and over 90 pound-feet of torque additional with a very simple 10 to 15 minute install. We took it to the dyno to prove it. So check that video out, and thanks for watching.